Welcome back, everybody, to episode 3 of the Spartan and Ash analysis podcast. We come
Yo,
to
what's up,
you
guys?
live at 11:11 p.m. on July 13th, approximately 40 minutes after the All-Star rosters were released.
That is true.
And without further ado, I'm just going to read those out for you really quick. So, starting with the RL, coach myself, A. Schlemmer, and then my 8 players. Guest Rizzo from Charlotte, Quiz from Gas City, Surfer from Boston, AJ from Omaha, Bass from Boston, Ashton from Omaha, Tornado from Boston, 22 Fan from Gas City, and that's it. Anthony also had 23, but was eliminated due to the tiebreaker.
And on the ML side of things,
Yeah, on the
we
Metro,
have
you can do it.
the coach is either going to be myself, Spartans II from RVC, or Doug 42 from NAS, depending on if NAS wins their next game. And then the next person is going to be whoever is the loser from that. Then Darkar from RVC, Tyler also from RVC, Reckless from RVC, Johnny FI from NAS, Squeaker from NYS, and the final spot we ultimately decided to go with Semantics based on he wins in all other stats compared to Caden.
Yeah, about that spot though, we still don't really know who's gonna win because they both had 22 votes, and Doug was like, alright, do batting average as a tiebreaker, and he kind of disappeared before I could look. And then I look at the stat sheet, and imagine my surprise when both Bix and Caden have the exact same average. However, Bix does lead in OBP, RBIs, home runs, so it'll likely go to him. As for the home run derby, the RL seemed to have a little bit of a lack of home runs. I had 3, Surfer had 2, 22 Fan had 2, but then there were a bunch of people with 1, and the tiebreaker went to Guest Rizzo because he had the highest batting average. For the ML, Darkar had 4, and then Tyler Austin, Spartan, and Reckless all had 2 and had the highest average of those with 2. So, team composition, you'll notice that every team in the ML Home Run Derby is on the Cougars. And that every player on the ML All-Star team, with the exception of Squeaker, is on either the Spartans or the Cougars. What do you have to say about that, Spartan?
So, for me, myself, as being the owner of RVC, I'm kind of lit about that, having all my players at a home run derby. But all in all, I think it shows there's not going to diss other teams. There's not much ML to compete against besides us.
Yeah,
Not too.
I think this All-Star voting is a testament to that. However, there are a couple people on those teams that I think should have made it.
Yeah.
I think T4 Bandits could have made it. He came in clutch and won the Skyliners a game. Still don't have stats for that game.
Sad.
Jiff could have made it. He's a pretty good coach.
Yeah, Jiff is taking over NYS and actually beat the Spartans, so
Yeah, he's
I think he should.
doing a pretty damn good job right now. As for the
Yes, he
RL,
is.
Tiresome should have made it.
Yeah,
But
Crazy Time should definitely made it.
Crazy Time Man should definitely have made it. And then yeah, that's about it for the RL. But what do you think about these rosters?
What I think is that RL's gonna have to step up if they don't want to get clapped. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I think even this is my prediction as the RL coach, I think the ML is gonna win just because they have more home run hitters. Although it'll be
And not
interesting
that.
to see because the RL is just pitchers, 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 and the ML is just hitters, hitters, hitters. So I
Agreed.
think it'll be
And
interesting to see how the two teams shake up.
and just to back up your point, just to take this to another level, the RL, there's like three people on that list that I don't think deserved it compared to other people. Whereas you look at the ML, maybe one person on that list did deserve it. So I feel like there's a lot more controversy on that ML selection than there is in the ML.
Do you think that we should continue using fan votes for All-Star selection?
Well, I was the one that presented the idea of going to like a MLB, I mean, sorry, NBA type voting where the fans vote for half and then maybe the board votes for the other half. Because when you see people having standout seasons or good seasons like Crazy Time has, but to lose to someone like Quiz who has 30 votes and his batting average is worse than Ash Slimmers, who's legit has the worst batting average of any player here. Um,
Um, wrong.
jokes, it's all jokes, but
Um,
yeah, I think when you see that people like that getting robbed of a home run of an All Star game vote, it makes you want to question: should we change the voting? And I believe we should.
I think that voting is cool. I personally just like voting, just because it allows the fans and the players to get the team that they want. And
It's true.
we saw certain people, Juice, Shamtix, spam the group wall with the one image of the guy on the Braves saying, "Hey America, vote me for
Yeah.
All-Star game," but replace it with their name. And surprisingly, they both made it.
Well, I feel like Juice would have made it regardless. I just feel like Semantics was able to use that to its advantage, I guess.
Oh, by the way, breaking news. Word from Doug. Shamtix has been given the final spot
Officially.
officially. So,
All right. Let's move on to some more stuff. I want to talk about the recent transactions that happened in the league.
yeah, Xavier took ownership of the
Well, let's take it back a little bit first. The first trade of the season was by myself trading away Nobody Likes Rice Cakes 3D model and Ziffity to gain the current average leader, Tyler Austin. And from that, I think it released the floodgates, and many teams started trading from there.
those specific
The
players
next
were
trade,
traded like 2 or 3 times.
yeah, the next trade that happened was Doug trading away Speedy from Naz for John XVI, which in my opinion was a pretty good trade for Doug.
And then
Um,
Speedy
Rich-
immediately turns around and hits a home run for West Virginia.
oof, true,
But Nobody
but
Likes
I
Rice
think
Cakes got traded to West
mhm,
Virginia and then immediately got traded to Gas City and then pitched the
yeah,
next day.
and Garrett trade was actually, in my opinion, that was not a bad trade for
Which trade?
Xavier. Xavier's trade for the Mr. Panda, the Dude Doom, even though he low key turned around and released the Dude Doom.
That was a kind of strange technique. Um,
Yeah, it really was, but
Other moves, Perkins and Squeaker both end up on New York after leaving West Virginia.
both,
So they essentially
and then
just took their entire
mm-hmm,
team and just kind of moved them to West Virginia, or not to
and
New
then,
York.
mhm. And then one of the most questionable trades was Xavier trading 3D model, probably the second best rookie in the league right now to NYS for Strubek, who
Hasn't showed up to
he
a
didn't play
game
the
this
game.
season.
I don't think he's done that either. Yeah.
Strobick
So,
has been traded like 3 or 4 times, and like he's probably gonna come on Discord one day and be like, "Whoa, what the hell?"
oh wait, we forgot about the greatest trade. Strubek and Viles for Karm.
Oh, that was that was terrible.
Honestly, it was
That
like,
was
yeah. Actually, that was
Squeaker's
the first trade.
second second to last action as the Mountaineers owner, and I have to say it was probably his worst.
Not gonna lie with you there, sir. Not gonna lie at all. Now, looking back at this, let's take a look at the league leaders because the league leaders have changed since we
Well, the
last
league
talked.
leaders aren't accurate because I don't have stats from like 2 games right now, but we don't really talk about that.
About how you're choking right now.
Like Dar
Then let's
should
look
be
at the,
top of RBIs and home runs, but I don't have stats from that game yet, so.
all right. Then let's do something we do have. Game the standings. We have those, right?
Yeah, let's do the standings. We have those.
All right. So basically, no, nothing has shifted. Um, everyone has stayed the same. Rock Valley moves up to 5-1 with a win today against West Valley. West Virginia. I keep saying West Valley. I'm retarded. Naz is second place. They have yet to play New York Skyliners, which it should be soon. Not gonna lie, that's gonna be another good game. As Caden has yet to been seen after the first game. What do you think is gonna happen there?
No idea.
Not gonna lie, I think Caden's gonna retire. Like throw that at me.
Honestly.
Um, and with him retiring, Doug is gonna have to pull off a miracle
Yeah,
to be
honestly.
relevant. Not gonna lie, because if I'm looking at myself, I think the Skyliners might be stiff barking down their neck soon.
Yeah, honestly. It would be interesting to see the Skyliners come back from 0-4 to take a playoff spot. That'd be interesting.
I think haven't they lost the most players? Or
They've
West
also,
Valley has.
well, I mean, they just acquired Squeaker and Perkins, so they're not too far behind.
They, they started off with Parker and Carm as owners
And then
and
they
head
both, and
coach.
then Parker retired, and then Carm got traded, and
No, and
then
then JS became
and then JS became owner, and then did a couple big dumb things, and then he stepped down, and now Jeff is owner and actually doing intelligent things.
true.
But I think seeing Squeaker and Perkins in non-leadership positions is going to be much better for them and their team.
Not gonna lie. If the lack of age, the lack of maturity showed with West Valley and
Yup.
their total disruption. But now Xavier has the team, and hopefully they're looking up. They're making power moves, I guess. If you
But
would call them that.
my power rankings have stayed. Actually, now that I
Ooh,
think
we
about
got
it,
changes in
they've
power.
changed a little bit. So I'm in the RL. I'm still gonna put Charlotte at number 1, and then I'm gonna put Omaha, Boston, and Gas City all in like essentially the same level. Except Omaha is like a
Gotcha.
little tiny bit better than Boston, and Boston's a little tiny bit better than Gas City.
Mm-hmm.
Omaha is just an activity problem. If AJ and Crazy show up, they're a second place squad. If they don't show up, they're a fourth place squad. As for the ML, I think the Skyliners are going to pass the Mountaineers before the end of the first half.
Ooh,
I think the
that's news.
Mountaineers are going to end at 3 and
Last place.
5, and I think the Skyliners can either end at 3 and 5 or 4 and 4.
So you don't think the Skyliners will end up taking over NAS?
No. That would require Nas losing all 3 of their remaining, or 2 of their 3 remaining games, and that would require the Skyliners winning 2 of their 3 remaining games. I don't think the Spartans are going to lose in Series 4 against the Mountaineers.
For real?
Yeah.
I think it all really depends on Doug's activity on high key. Not
Doug
gonna lie to you.
still carries the Spartans.
He carries them everywhere he goes. I think the last 2 seasons, especially for Doug, have been carry city.
Yeah.
Ever since he went 1 for 7 last year, which is a mega oof.
Yeah.
And actually, I have to agree with you with those standings. In my personal opinion, I would like to see the Skylanders move up because first of all, I think Nas might be headed towards total destruction, just like
Nas
last
does
year.
not look
Not gonna
very
lie.
hot right now, but let's see their
No,
roster.
but
Let's look at their roster. They've still got a couple good names. They got Doug. They got Juice. They got actually wait, that's their whole roster. So
Oh
the
no.
Spartans'
Oh no.
entire roster of like big name good
Oh
players is
no.
Doug, Juice, and Bixlow. And then they have new player, pretty mediocre player John, Felix inactive Felix Peep,
And
below
I
average player
see.
Lord Michael G, rookie Finn Clary, and inactive Caden.
Did you say rookie Finn Curry?
Oh wait,
Kill yourself.
Finn Clary's not a rookie. He just acts like one. My bad.
Yo, calm down with the shots today, bud.
But
All right, looking at the calendar ahead, let's see what we got looking out for season. Was it Series 4? All
yep.
right, so Series 4.
First interleague series of the year.
And who would it be, sir?
Huh?
Charlotte. That'll be the Charlotte Bandits versus the Mountaineers, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, the two interleague series is Charlotte at West Virginia and New Alexandria at Boston.
Who do you see winning these games, sir?
I'm not gonna be there for the Charlotte games because I'm leaving for camp tomorrow.
Oof.
So I either 1-1 split or 2-0 Charlotte, depending on how good my players can organize themselves. Because at this point, West Virginia is still very barren and unorganized or
Team
disorganized.
chemistry is -7.
Huh?
They have a -17 chemistry.
Yeah, essentially. But I think they'll improve and they'll make a fight for the postseason in the second half. As for New Alexandria versus Boston, I think they'll split it 1-1.
I do believe that as well.
Boston's pitching is going to be the complete antithesis to the entire Spartans mentality for like the past ever, which seems to be hit the ball far and pray your defense is mediocre.
And pretty much for Boston, they're gonna need a lights out performance because their outfield has been slacking recently,
That's true.
allowing Omaha to come back twice. Am I correct?
Surfer is a great pitcher. He only had a slip up against Omaha because his outfield was bad. If the Warriors can get some reps in the outfield and do that well, then they will at least 1-1, maybe even sweep this series. But if the Warriors can't play outfield competently, then they'll get swept, or if they're lucky, go 1-1.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Give me a second. Am I just big dummy? Big dummy. Okay. Okay, so and then the last game in that series is Rockefeller versus Skyliners, which actually will be an interesting game, seeing the Skyliners, our new put together team,
Yeah.
new face. Hopefully I can see my team get the wins in those, right before the All-Star break.
Yep. Yeah,
Um,
there are still two in-league series, which is kind of weird. Because honestly, if I was Doug and I was making the schedule, I would just take Series 4 and Series 8 and make them completely interleague. That way we could just have every team have two interleague series, and that way you don't have to play anybody 3 times. Because
and then you could possibly play me and lose.
in this schedule, Charlotte plays Boston 3 times. Omaha plays Gas City 3 times. Spartans play The Spartans play the Mountaineers 3 times, and the Cougars play the Skyliners 3 times, which is kind of lame. I hate it when I have to play a team more than twice, just because it gets kind of, what's the word? What?
Repetitive.
Repetitive, and it gets kind of annoying, I guess.
I'll gladly take that series for you. I'll play you.
You know what?
Just kidding, Doug.
Nah.
I'll see you later in the year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the floor for questions for right now, but I'm gonna continue looking at some more stuff on the stat sheet. If you have any questions, Ash will find you. But there was something I want to talk about, and I gotta go find it.
I'm not face revealing.
Ooh,
That's not me. That's Spartan. the Discord picture.
That is
That's
that's
an amazing picture
that
of
is
Spartan.
that is not me, sir.
Really?
Like dead ass, not me.
All right, so it's just a picture that he found on the internet. What do we think of
Or is
Boston's
it
pitching? Surfer's
trash?
good.
Just
Everyone
kidding.
else is okay.
Oh, wait. News. I forgot to just give this news out. Apparently Smogin has left the league.
Oh yeah, Smoggin just kind of yoinked.
Yeah, he kind of just yeeted out of this league, guys. Like, he's out of the Discords. He hasn't left the Roblox group yet, which gives me hope. But he just yoinked. He said nothing and said, "See you boys later. I'm out of here." Moss is still here, but Oh, and also breaking news: Ryan XVI has joined the group again.
That's correct. He's not said
Um,
anything in any Discord or anything, but he has rejoined.
yeah, he is officially in the group, so technically he could be offered.
That is true.
Technically,
More questions, more questions. Do
I
you
don't think
think
he wants to play.
Sweep is in reach for the Skyliners? Depends on how much Doug can carry. Um, what do you think
High
about
key, yes.
um,
What was the question again?
what?
What was the question again?
Is
Do
a
you think it's
sweep
sweep?
in a possibility for the Skyliners? Why is Jiff getting the love
Who's on
for
your
the
team?
Skyliners?
So the Skyliners. Oof. I think it all depends on Squeaker. I think it depends on Squeaker and Perkins and how they form with this new team. Because losing a person such as Gentle, Ducky, they lost, trading him away. 3D model. Those 3D model Perkins and Squeaker, those for you to determine if this game is won because especially 3D model coming to a new team. He's a decent player coming from my RVC team, Grid Eye. Great defensive player, which will help this team as they kind of do like in defense. It also depends on who pitches that game because Nash has pretty great batting, and especially if someone like Squeaker or Perkins pitches that game, I think they have a higher probability to win that game. Any more questions? Well, Ash is being. Do you think home run derby predictions from Spooderman? Um, I would tell you in the final right now, Rock Valley is guaranteed to be in it, no cap. Because like we have 4 people in it. But besides that, who's on the other side? I forgot. I think Ash and what's his name are in there, right? Ash and Guest are in there, along with Squeaker. No. The 22 fan is Surfer. I'm gonna go for the 22 van versus me in the final, and I'm winning. Well, that's just me being, high headed. Oof, I'm being yelled at. Someone's gonna answer his question. Jesus, your question. Okay. What do you think about Tyler Austin and Dark Horse saving the Cougars' ass today in tonight's game? You didn't really. I mean, as your head coach, like I'm grateful, but at the same time, like that's what I expect y'all to do because you're on my team. I expected y'all to win. You're better, in my opinion. You're better than West Valley. All of West Valley. You two combined should be better than West Valley. So I expected to win. You gotta win, and I'm happy. Who else? What do you think about Boston signing Tornado?
All right,
Um.
sorry, I'm back. What's
Oh,
the
sorry, I
topic
was
on now?
answering a question. I'm answering the question. What do you think about Boston signing Tornado JS and Robert Giesti? Robert
Uh,
Giesti came out swinging. Not gonna lie, he started out hot, didn't he?
he's all right.
No, but like his first game, did he have a home run,
No.
or did he batted pretty well or something
He's
like
he's
that?
hitting 286.
286 in your first game in the RBC. I
Well,
think
he's
that's
he's
pretty
played
decent.
like
Not gonna lie.
3 or 4 games at this point. He has 14 at bats.
2 base on balls. I think him is pretty decent. I think JS. Okay, no cap. JS, your mount. you're my homie and everything, but you're overhyped. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're pretty okay. You're no franchise player at this point.
Yeah, but this is like coming from your brother, and coming from like the person you talk to the most outside of your brother. You're kind of overhyped, kid. Like I'm like not saying you're not good. Like you can find a spot on any team you wanted to. It's just
Except
that
for
I feel like
NAS,
you need to.
RVC, and Charlotte.
Not saying I would have signed. I would have signed him.
I would if you
I would
didn't
have signed
lag me.
JS. See, look. So we would sign you, JS. It's just that.
I guess Doug doesn't want to though.
Yeah, I think Doug was on to you. He thinks your cheeks.
Yeah.
You should hold that up with Doug.
Moving on.
But I think, like I said, those are two good acquisitions for Boston. What about last night for Boston? What happened last night with Boston?
They
Did they
lost.
lose? Oof. Oh yeah, did they choke?
I don't remember. I think I umped that game too. I have no recollection of what happened in that game.
You're just a big stupid.
Yeah. AJ asks, why does AJ suck so bad this season?
AJ, you're trash, like
AJ,
all
you're
around.
doing
Not gonna
really
lie,
good. You're like first place in the RL with your average,
Carm
and
carried you to your World Series.
your
No cap.
fielding and pitching is very good. So you don't suck so bad. You just had a bad game against me because I'm the best pitcher in the league. Oh yeah, Boston won 7-2.
Oh,
That's what happened.
did you just say you're the best pitcher in the league?
I mean, I lead
Big
strikeouts in
assumptions here.
ERA, but
Okay, sir. You had one. Okay, ERA is fine, but the fact that you had a 10-inning game, that's though.
all right.
No
So
beefing on stream. No beefing on stream. All right,
moving
look, we got some more
on.
questions.
Um,
We have a lot of questions today.
home run
What are
derby
your home run derbies?
predictions. I got you.
I already
Okay.
gave.
So I got
I
the
said me
bracket.
versus the 22 fan.
I made an
I said me
official.
versus the 22.
I made an official bracket for the home run derby. I think I'm gonna beat Zach, just cause, yeah.
You're gonna
Um,
lose to the 22 fan. No cap.
Surfer versus 22 fan. I think that could go either way, but I'm gonna give 22 fan the advantage. RL
Let's
side,
go.
Dark Heart is gonna destroy Reckless. Spartans and Tyler Austin
Eat.
is gonna be close, but I'm gonna give the edge to Spartans. So
Huge
that
shit. Okay, thank you.
the semifinals is me versus 22 and Dar versus Spartan. I think I'm gonna beat 22 if my pitcher's any good.
Nope. No, nope.
And then
Wrong.
I think Dar is gonna beat Spartan. So finals is gonna be me versus Dar, and Loki, I think Dar gonna beat me there.
Dang, no love for the black people out here. Can I get a F in the chat for all African Americans, please? Thanks. Thanks for your love, people.
Should
But
I home
anyway,
plate umpire at the All-Star game? Wink, says Dirt Racer Garrett. Loki, probably.
he can. He probably will.
Keaton,
What do you
Parker,
got?
or you. Any of those three works.
Okay, Squeaker asks, he thinks he's underrated. No.
No.
I think you're rated. I think you're rated properly.
Yeah. I agree.
I think you and SJ use that cheesy Eufus pitch that legit works like 1 out of 12 times.
It's an ephus pitch, and
And
it's really lame, and I hate you for using it. It makes me sad.
it's so easy to hit. It's like meat. It's pretty much meat. It just looks high.
If the umpire calls it correctly, then it's a ball every time. I've never seen you actually throw it for a strike. It just kind of grazes the edge of the zone, and they call it a strike.
Erwin Ramos says, "Are y'all storming Area 51?" Of course, dog.
No. I'm trying to
I actually
not get carpet bombed.
he is. Only reason he is because he's lonely and needs a girlfriend, and that alien girl's gonna give him the good, if you know what I mean.
And that's not very appropriate for the thing. Oh well, if the All-Star game wasn't voted by fans, in your opinion, who do you think should be on both teams?
Ooh, that's a good
I'm just
question.
gonna pull up my ballot and read it.
No, like actually, no, because my thing is kind of biased, low key against Doug. You know, I hate Doug. Oh, by the way, official beef. Me and Doug is official.
When your beef needs to be announced, it's not official.
Oh, guys. Here's a rumor I heard, guys. So, um, after the season, there might be a special memorial outside of the draft hall. Doug
Well, we'll talk about that
leaked it
closer
to
to the
me.
end of the season. But here's my all-star roster. My personal all-star roster. Me, Guest Rizzo, Tiresome, Surfer, AJ, Crazy, Quiz, and ya boy. That's for the RL. And then for
Did
the
you say your
ML,
boy Bear?
yeah.
Okay.
And then for the ML, Jiff the Spider, Doug, Caden, Bix, Spartan, Darkar, Reckless, and Tyler Austin.
And for mine, in the RL, I'll give it to Ash, Guest Rizzo. I would have Surfer on that list. I would have AJ. I would have Crazy Time. I would have I would have the 22 fan. And I need one more, right?
Yeah.
I think
Two more.
two more. Oof. I would have ooh. They already said AJ. Yeah. I would have Loki. I would have Aqua,
Okay.
and I would have who else is good in the RL? You know what? Just because I like him, Anthony,
Ooh. T.
because he actually
Anthony?
no. Take back Anthony. Flacco. Flacco has carried that team, Loki.
Oof. But yeah, those
And
would be our rosters.
I didn't say no Idjit.
Oh, you haven't said ML yet. Go for it. Let's hear.
Okay, so let's be honest. It would be me, Reckless, Darkar, Tyler Austin, Gulag, Doug, Juice, um, and then I need two more, um,
I don't know. Sure.
Squeaker and Squeaker, and just because West Valley needs somebody, I'll give it to. Oh Jesus, no one on that team's good. Let me go back to Skyliners. SJ Perfect. Rest in
um,
peace.
that's a fat rip right there. But
That's the oof of the week.
oh yeah, let's do Spartan's
I
oofs of
don't,
the week.
there is no oof of the week because Ash Limmer slacked and didn't risk, didn't like record any games besides two, so I couldn't get any
And
like
there are
oofs.
gonna be no game streams for the next 5 days.
I don't know, that's true too. But I do have to play the game. Would you like to announce that? The
Sure,
play of
go
the
for it.
week. Your play of the week comes from the game that was RVC versus the West Valley Mountaineers.
Stop saying West Valley or I'm booting you off the stream.
Nope, I'm gonna keep saying it. So the highlight is Darkar's walk-off home run in extra innings to win the game.
Today?
Um, yeah, that was today.
Yeah. I was there for like
High key.
literally the last batter.
And that was probably the play of the week, honestly. Not, I'm so happy I have Darkar on my team. He carries me. Um, we have 15 minutes left. If you have any more questions, let's have questions. If you don't, like, we can end early because your boy gotta go to church in the morning. Oh, can I get okay? One's in the chat if I should drop a face reveal tonight. Twos if I shouldn't.
1v1 me versus Ash, says
Ooh.
John XLI.
Who's the most underrated in the league?
Um,
That's a good question. I like
Tiresome
that.
guy.
Is it because he's on your team?
No, because nobody ever talks about him, and he's a solid hitter, and he can field really well.
Nick Nogger. You're shut up, you Nick Nogger.
Tiresome was 1 for 2 today with an RBI, and he's easily the best shortstop in the league.
Shut up, Nick Nogger. Actually, I think that EL is probably the best shortstop in the league when he comes.
Well, like, he didn't play shortstop for me. He played pitcher.
He played pitcher.
He pitched.
Um, Who was the most underrated? High key, it might be the 22 fan. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I have a question for the chat. What did you guys think of the throwback game today, where the Bandits wore the Texas Reapers
Oh, biggest
jerseys?
draft bust. Easy. The biggest draft bust of this year was JS. No cap.
JS is
I love
a
you, kid.
decent player,
JS, you're
but under no circumstances should he be selected in the first round.
fourth overall, dog.
Fifth.
They Karma's smoking. Karma's on that good.
um,
You know.
yeah. The draft of this year was
Um,
overall pretty good. I thought it was a good draft.
not gonna lie. If you didn't see my meme, that basically what was the draft.
Yeah.
It was legit. It was legit. RVC, Nas, and no, Boston had a pretty trash draft. Everyone but RVC, Nas, and Art Charlotte didn't have a great draft.
But I do want to ask the chat, what do you guys think of the concept of throwback series where teams wear jerseys of old teams? I'm
Did I hear
curious.
Venezuela?
And Spartan, a bunch of people said one, so I don't know how that is gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop one. I'm gonna drop one later.
Okay.
But like randomly. No, I want no one to expect it. Waste of
Waste of
Robux.
Robux.
Dang. Yeah.
Yikers. I honestly don't care about jerseys. Suns versus Spartans throwback would be cool. I agree, that'd be cool.
You know what else would be cool? Venezuela coming back, or the Aces.
Literally
And wear high
nobody in the league now, except for me, you, and Kaden, know who the Venezuela Hydros are. And
Ooh, how about this? I have a question. If you could bring one exile player back, who would it be? Thomas or High Josh?
hi Josh. Period.
That's for the chat,
Oh,
like
hi Josh
not
is
you.
coming back in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
No,
9,
he
10
can't come
days.
back till
The 20th
10 days.
no, he comes back after the All-Star break.
Oh, lit.
So hi Josh will be eligible to be signed on the 22nd of this month, which is next Monday.
Newport Seals are Newport Seals legit only made juice good. No cap. Who was the league MVP through the first three series? Darkar Ash, hands down.
Yeah.
Darkar and Ash. Those are the two. Those are the two MVPs, hands down. The runner-ups for that are me, and the runner-up for the RL is AJ.
Sure, AJ works.
Do you agree with that?
Sure. I mean, the RL
And
kind
the
of
whole
lacks big
RBC,
names, honestly. It's kind of just.
and the whole RBC, who has been the biggest surprise teams? Easily AJC. Easily.
Wait, what was the question?
Squeak your ass in the whole RBC history of the RBC. Who has been the biggest? What team has been the biggest surprise? AJC,
Season
hands
4
down.
Union Port and AJC.
AJC is legit the most exciting team. Was the most exciting team to watch at the time
Well, they came
because
in,
they're
they got
basically
like 4 big names and just completely clapped everybody, and then in the playoffs they forfeited. Like they literally forfeited a playoff series to the Spartans. And
no.
then
What I'm
it's
saying, they were lit. They were lit.
they were lit. And then season 4 Union Port, season 3 Union Port was like really bad. Like let me look back at the thing. I think they went like 11 or 5-11. Let's go all the way back to season 3. Season 3 Union Port Suns went 2-14 and didn't make the playoffs. And then season 4 Union Port went 13-3 and almost went to the World Series. They lost in the
But
MLCS to the Spartans.
how ready are y'all to see two new Hall of Fame faces in Peyton and Parker?
Makes me sad.
Ooh, makes me super sad. Two people of the Brotherhood have left us, Ash.
Peyton was my child. He was on my team his rookie season, season 3. Throwback to season 3 when against the I don't remember who, but it was the home opener
Yo,
at
you should do a
Wells,
speech.
and Peyton hit a 3-run home run into left field to win us the game.
You should do a speech at his retirement.
I really hope that he'll allow me to do that.
Okay, you guys, chat. What do you think about this? I think there should be a giant statue or a group of statues of like me, Doug, Ash, Parker, Keaton, like the big boys, and we all have like a group statue together, like all of us. I think that would be hella cute to leave off on with RBC. Wouldn't
Well,
that be
RBC
Ash?
isn't leaving yet.
That's about when RBC leaves, Idget.
Yeah, I know, but when it does, I think that would be great.
Number 5, heart. What does that mean?
That's Peyton's number.
Oh,
Peyton is the first player to ever actually been like retired and then had his number retired and not come back
oof.
yet.
Is that a shot at me? Is that a shot at me,
That was
sir?
it. That was very much a shot at you. I'm not answering the
Let's be
question
honest.
about how his boss is pitching last night. It was okay. Squeak
It
got
was
robbed of a
okay.
home run. When was this?
Ooh, gosh, Ash, I got you a question. I got a question for Ash.
Ooh,
Which Doug moment has got you the most riled?
Doug moment?
AKA either him rigging or him making a bad call against the Charlotte.
Um, probably season 3 RLCS game 1, where I hit a home run where the swing was .71 seconds after the contact, and it was called a late swing even after challenge and review. And then the Bandits lost that series by 1 game.
Oof.
But a very recent Doug moment was when I was told while pitching tonight that, in fact, rule 1 point, or no. Which rule is it? The rule where it says,
The rubber thing.
yeah, the
The
rule where
one
it
stud rubber.
says that you have to be within 1 stud of the rubber. Big man Doug 42 said, your pitching arm has to be within 1 stud of the rubber, even though the rule literally says at least 1 foot of the pitcher must be within 1 stud of the rubber.
Question: does that mean I could pitch backwards and have one arm within one stud and be backwards and be like hella in front of the mound?
I mean, that's what I've been doing for the past 3 seasons.
Right, bet then. Ooh, ooh. Does anyone know how I bat so well? I can leak it right now.
Do it.
I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna leak it because then I'll leak it after I retire. How about that?
Hey, this season could use a whole lot more batting. I'm just saying that.
If I leak it, then
And that's
I
coming
can't
from the
get.
pitcher who's leading in
Baseball.
strikeouts right now.
But if you get a new baseball league RBL, I think you're a dick rider and you're basically doing what Squeaker did. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I mean, it could be cool. I'm thinking of, if with Doug's permission, I'm thinking of after the RBC dies, making my own RBC Gen Baseball League.
By the way, Tristan, I have hacks. No one else does. You
Ash does
see,
not have hacks.
when you've been here since season 1, you've learned some things, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, also, who you think has been the most screwed over player in RBC? I gotta go with myself.
Me.
Okay, guys, here's a story. Story time with Spart. Story time with Spart. This could be a new
You
segment.
have 6 minutes.
All right, it's easy. It's a short story. So season 5, probably my most successful season. Um, me and Doug was leading me in the Cy Young by 5 strikeouts, and we're going into the bottom of the 5th, losing. I mean, no, sorry. We're going to the top of the bottom. We're in the bottom of 4th, losing. Sorry, and I'm pitching, correct? And we're at home. No, sorry, we're not at home. We are. My bad. We are home. I'm retarded. We are home. I forgot what team it was because I'm slow. So I'm pitching, and Doug RPs me when I have 4 strikeouts, and which caused me to lose the Cy Young. Um, can we get a oof in the chat for RPing me so he can win the Cy Young award? I want to kill myself.
All right. Well,
And I think that's it tonight.
that will be all for the night. The midweek Wednesday stream may happen by Spartan only, but I
I
definitely
might
won't
have a
be there.
guest.
What?
I'll probably have a guest with me.
Alright. But I won't be here until next week. So I'll see you all later, and have a good night.